Hello everyone, I'm Deb with Cooking with Mo and Deb. I am in my kitchen today and I had this one thing on my mind that I wanted to do, and so I thought I would just show you how to do it and what I like to do. It's a quick corn muffin mix. So this is the mix. Sometimes I like to give, if someone has just had a baby and I like to make a meal for them to fix at their leisure, maybe a freezer meal and some cornbread to go with it that they can make whenever they're able to, whenever they have time to fix their own meal. They have everything, the whole fixings. Or maybe somebody's coming home from the hospital and you want to just leave them something that they will be able to do. So this is a quick corn muffin mix. And what I would do is I put it in a bag and tie it up with the directions. I'm gonna show you what all goes in it. The directions actually tells the gifter, the person receiving the gift, what all's in it and how to make the cornbread. So what you will do is first add all-purpose flour. It's 1 1/3 cups of flour. So this is the 1 cup measure. There's 1 cup. I'm sorry, it's 1 1/2. So there was 1 cup, and here's the 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, and then we want 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. That's what I have here. There's a 1/2. And there is 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. And then you'll need 1/3 cup of sugar. And salt is 1 teaspoon of salt. And baking soda it's baking powder. I've got the wrong thing, so I've got to get baking powder. You do have to watch that. Baking powder is what you will need 1 tablespoon of. So there's the baking powder, 1 tablespoon. Then I'm gonna stir this up with a wooden spoon, just like this, and get it all mixed up. So when I made this one, it looks like I didn't have the yellow cornmeal. I think I used just regular cornmeal. So you can do that though. If you have the regular cornmeal, not the yellow, you could use that. And they're talking about prices of flour and cornmeal and those kind of things going to be going up. So even if you don't want to, maybe you might want to make some for yourself and just have it on hand for later on. When prices might be higher, you already have your cornmeal mixture, cornbread mixture mixed up. So then I just take a bag and take something to just dip it in. And then I'll tie it with a ribbon and put the recipe with it. And like I said, the recipe has the instructions for how to make, what to add to the dry ingredients to actually make the cornbread, as well as these ingredients that we've just done here to make for the dry, the sugar, flour, baking powder, not baking soda. I'm just going to pour this in, just like that. Okay, here we go. And I have a ribbon. I'll just tie it off with a ribbon. I'll fix it up pretty later on, but I'll add the directions to it as a gift. With some other things, I have a friend who's had a baby and I'm going to take her a meal and leave it with her. But now, so let's say you've made some and you want to make it yourself. So here's what you do. you open your bag, and I think I have to get my scissors. So I'll be right back. So to make it yourself, take your scissors and just open your bag. Looks like I've got flour all over me. Okay, I did use yellow cornmeal, so pour your mixture into your bowl and give it a little stir. Kind of make a well in the middle, just a hole in the middle. And then in another bowl, mix 1 egg, and let's see what else I put in it. You mix 1 egg, 1/3 cup of 1 1/3 cup of milk, and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. That's what I've already done here. I've already mixed up the egg and the milk and the vegetable oil. And give them a stir with your whisk. And now we're going to pour the wet mixture into the dry. So we'll just pour it in, just like that. And we'll give it a stir. And then you're going to be ready to bake. And it bakes at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, we're having cornbread for supper. For dinner, supper, our meal. Let's get this all blended together. And you're gonna need, it's corn muffin mix, so you can put it in like your muffin pan. You can put it all into one skillet and cook it all as one, however you feel like doing. You know, you could even add to this, if you like Mexican cornbread, maybe add some jalapenos to it, a little bit of corn to it, cheese. You could put cheese in it. A lot of things you could do to this, but we're just gonna have regular cornbread tonight. So I've got a pan, I've already put oil in. I'm not using my muffin pan, I'm making an individual square cornbreads. I'm gonna use a scoop and just dip 1 scoop into each well. So you do the same with a muffin pan. 1 scoop into each well is all it would need. Of course, remember to grease your pan. And then we're gonna put it into the oven at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll show you what they look like when they come out. So, finishing up our cornbread. This is what the packaging would look like the way that I've done it. You could use other bags. You could use a Ziploc bag if you want to. Just make sure to include the recipe for whoever you're gifting it to. Or if you're keeping it for yourself, make sure that you have a recipe on hand so you will not forget what ingredients are in it and what you got to do to make your cornbread. And this is the cornbread. I made mine in a square brownie pan, or square pan, and so I have individual pieces, and this is what it looks like inside. And we've got individual little square, and it's really pretty and brown on the bottom. So this is your corn muffins. They're pretty good. You need to give them a try. But remember that for gift giving, if you'd like to take a gift to somebody with some cornbread and maybe some soup, or like some taco soup or something like that, this is a way to go. Okay, you'll have a great day. Thanks for watching. Tune in again.